Now there is sound. Hi James, sound okay? So far only you? All right, sound check. Give me 2 seconds and now we're gonna I want just to have a look on something. All right. Yeah, my little boy fall asleep because he was tired, and finally we can do something. Let's finish this one. Like that, then next week I can work on the big one on the Krell. All right. Anyway, to do final calibration, I need a second multimeter. I need a second multimeter. Final calibration. Why this one never wants to close? So we're gonna use this one as a second multimeter. Oh, let me find probes, crocodile probes. Okay. I'm gonna use my dummy load because it's not taking too much space like the speakers. I need some jumper wire. Where are my jumper wires? Let me find them. So I was trying to get ready. We have here lots of jumper wires. Let's get some of them. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, they will be enough, those ones for now. Oh, I might touch camera, sorry. So we should be okay with these ones. Buonasera, laptop fix. Îi dăm ultimele ajustări. So let's connect my dummy load like acting as a speaker. So this one we're gonna be one there. That goes in here. And I have this one as a ground over here. Then the other speaker. Is that one there. Let's connect also the ground for the other speaker. We have dummy load there in place. Then I need to solder two wires over here, so I need two wires. One and two. Because when adjusting the DC offset, my bias is going out from for the right parameters, and we need to adjust in the same times both things. So let's find back again our resistors. They are the 0.5 ohms to know where they are. So let me put on resistance mode. And try to find them. So I say was from here to here, if I remember correctly from the last time. No, from this side, yeah, this one. This is our one, the 0.5, and from here should be here 1 ohm. Yeah, this is our 1 ohm resistor. Yeah, so let's solder there these two wires. Because as I say, we need to measure in the same times, and we're gonna do one channel at the time. I can solder a wire over there. And the other wire, I say that is going to the other emitter over there. Make sure it's not touching other joints over there. Right. And we are okay there. Make sure this one they are not touching. And we can start with the measurement. So we're going to put also this one on millivolts over here. Because on this one we need to measure always 10 millivolts. And with the main one on the screen, we should adjust to don't have any kind of voltage over there. So let's change the probes to the one with the crocodile things. I have them there ready. And we will gonna connect ourselves to one of these my dummy load, which act as a speaker, are 8 ohms, because I want to calibrate it correctly in 8 ohms. And this one I think is okay. It's not too much reflecting, right? So I think we are okay. So let's open first the schematic where it says all the parameters that we need to have to calibrate correctly. Because here you have a page where it's telling you how to calibrate the amplifier. So let's get to that page. So Here it says, so connect a DC voltmeter test range at 0.3 volts to the test point TP1, TP2, which are those one where I soldered those two wires, and adjust the semi-fixed resistor that you're gonna measure 10 millivolts over there. We need to proceed this adjustment in 60 seconds after power switch is turned on, because the transistor then needs to get warm. For the right channel, same, there is TP3 and TP4, and we need to adjust in the same way. So we know the measurements, so I say these one are the points over here, and the other channel points over there. So we run all the calibration in one channel, and then we're gonna run the other channel, because I don't have so many multimeters to put here in order to control all these two channels. So we're gonna do one by one. Let me set up on volts the main, because it's in ohms, so measuring the speaker. And we're gonna do on the range 500 millivolts. Let's see if this one I can set up in no, it's just millivolts, so it's gonna go up to 1 volt, but it's fine. We can't set up in 0.3 precisely, but we are fine like that. So let me get my screwdrivers and stuff like that around here to have them ready, and also tweezers, which is not in here. So what I did the last time with the tweezer, because it's missing the tweezers from here. So where I put them in that evening, I was cleaning and I don't know where I put them. Did I just throw it down on the drawer? Let me have a look, because I need them. Let me have a look. Yeah, I put them in the drawer. And then let me get them out from there. And then what I did with my nice screwdriver from the last time, because I put it on this part over here. Put it on here, and then I need also the other screwdriver, because the other trim put that we need to adjust somewhere there on the other side, so I need to flip the amplifier. It's very tiny, so I think that one we're gonna do for the other side. Who else come to say hi? Carter, good evening. Okay, let me show the tweezer collection. So we have this one, plus the two that was missing over here, so the two that missing there. And then we have the second guy. That's the tweezer collection. And I have another box around there with maybe 1 or 2 tweezers inside. That are my pocket carrying box, where I have also screwdriver, things that I might need someone if might calling me to them house to have a look on something. To just have it handy straight away with me. Okay, so we're gonna use these two guys tonight. because we are not working on minuscule things. And shall I proceed already with these adjustments? Because we do one channel, we adjust this trim pot, then I measure because definitely they will not be the same values. And if you ask me why, I can tell you, because this one is built, I say, 50 years, was 50 years old, so by 80s was built this amplifier. So in that period, all the components, they was fresh, young, and with the time, the tolerance increase, capacitor degrades, and the value of the components, they will not be the same. So that's why they should be both of them as the per schematic 47K, but we're gonna figure out that this one it will gonna be maybe almost 60K over here, and maybe on this one over 60, maybe 70K. So we will see. So let me make sure there is nothing that touching wires around that make any shorts around there. We are okay. So maybe I can zoom a bit out like that, you can see my dummy LED also there. Again, see, that one acts as a speaker for me. Is a resistor 8 ohm. And I think my camera, it's a bit shifted. Yeah, maybe now it's straight. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in and start running these measurements. Like that, we're gonna have time also for the oscilloscope. So, turn on, the relay clicked. So I say this one is measuring the bias, which should be 10 millivolts. On the one on the screen over here should be 0. So we are in the range of millivolts, so it's 0 millivolts, 0.1. So we are okay with that one. We need to adjust the bias because it's quite high, so we need to bring them down. But it says to wait 60 seconds before starting adjusters, because the transistor they needs to get warm. And we're gonna see. Let me first make sure that I am measuring this channel with my this multimeter. So if I turn this pot, should change there something. So see, it's not this channel. So I need to, oh, I was not even measuring because my probes were out from there. So we are measuring now. So that's not good, it's too high. Okay, so yeah, we are on the right channel. So let's bring it to 0 there. Too much. You need to be very gentle with this one because just a little bit and it's jumping. So very gentle we need to be with these trim pots. So I'm gonna leave it there. It's around 1 millivolt is the closer one to 0 that I can bring it. And you can see the bias already increased. So when the transistors start getting warm, more current is flowing through them and it's going up the bias. So we need to bring them down to 10. So I'm gonna leave there my DC offset. It's almost close to zero, just 1 millivolt. That one is not hurting nothing. What I need to do now is to switch it a bit off, unplug it, because I need to grab it from here, and there is a problem, because I need to put it on this position. Yes, on the other side should be another trim port somewhere, so let me see the trim port around there. Sorry if my head is in the middle. I need to find the trim port in order to adjust the bias. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, trim port? I need to find you definitely. Where are you? Be somewhere there. The other time I find you very easy. Now why is it so hard to find you? Ay, ay, ay. Ah, look, I found it is under the big resistance over there. So I find it. I can't put on the other side because those trims, they were gonna touch the. So I need to find something that will gonna keep me my amplifier like that. Maybe this tape. Let's make sure that it doesn't touch underneath. Yeah. Because my trim port that I need to turn in order to adjust the bias, I'm gonna show you, is just down there. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe if I can move a bit the resistor aside. See this white big resistor is a 5-watt resistor. Underneath there is a trim port down there. I don't know if my, see, it doesn't reach over there. I'm gonna might bring it a bit to show you. Let me turn on the lights. We have lights. Where are the other one? Where is the other one? It's here. I found it. Okay, to show you which trim port I need to adjust. So it's there, so I need to move it a bit more on this side. And let me see if I can focus some way. I should lift up more my microscope, but that's the maximum that I can lift it up. So I can see down there is a trim port where I put my tweezers under this wire. See that one there? So I need to put my tiny screwdriver there and twist a bit that guy to adjust me my bias. So let me make sure there is no wires touching each other, and I can plug it in and adjust there. But I need to remove this one from here and put in overhead like that. You're gonna see how it's changing the voltage on this one when I'm moving that one. So no wires touching. Good. So I'm gonna plug in. Make sure it's on. Right. See why it says to leave it 60 seconds, because see how it's adjusting itself the voltages even on this one and even on this one. So while the transistors are start warming up and adjusting the right current through them, it's taking a while, like how it says also there, 60 seconds. See this one how it's going up. The transistor is start flowing more current through them. Yeah, I'm gonna be here, laptop fix, don't worry. I'm gonna be maybe around 10:45 like that. I will gonna stop the stream. See, this one already go very down, this voltage over there. It's how we set up from the beginning, around 1 volt, 1 millivolt, sorry, is that one, because it's on the range of millivolts, not on the volts. So see, it's almost close to zero. This one goes a bit up, so maybe I can start adjusting that one. Why? Okay, so I'm in. So also here you need to go very slowly, bring it down to 10 millivolts. So we are close. 9.80. And see, already this one goes offset again. So we need again to adjust that one and come back to this one. So I might lift a bit and try to adjust a bit the other one underneath there. Slowly, to don't touch the wires anywhere. Let's adjust also this one a bit. Too much. Somewhere there, almost 0, 1, it's okay. Let's put it down. Bring up a bit this one now. The other side. Just need to do fine adjustments. Don't tell me my screwdriver is stuck there. So I'm fine with that one. Now just a little bit also this one. And I can say that this channel is calibrated. Then we go to do the other one. Too much. Too much. Just there. Just there. This one is around 10, so I'm happy also with that one. Just 0.2 millivolt, it's fine. But that one, the DC offset again go up. So I might need again to adjust a bit that one. That one I need to adjust a little bit. Two, one. Over there. So this channel should be okay. We are almost 10, and they're almost close to 0 in the other side. Should be okay. So now let me stop and unplug, solder those two wires on the other side, and we calibrate also the other one. Right, come here. Let me change the probes over here. I'm gonna switch my probes to the other speaker because we are going to measure the other speaker. Let's find our resistor. There's 0.5 ohms on this channel. Solder these two wires to that channel. Calibrate. So let me put on resistance mode. Resistance mode. Let's find our resistance, the 0.5 ohms. So I presume it's from this point to this point. No. To this point. Yeah. We have our resistance, the 1 ohm resistance from here to here. So let's solder there these wires and adjust also that channel. This should go in this point over here. And this should go in this point over here. Right. So now I can move back this one to the crocodile probes. Put on voltage. Adjust the range to 500 millivolts. And now that I'm gonna be able to adjust also the other side before I'm plugging in. How to do it? How to do it? Okay, I need to flip over this one like that. Put this one over here. Make sure the trim pot underneath is not touching. Now make sure the wire are not touching. This crocodile is not okay there. So nothing is touching there to short each other's. And also here, our resistor, same under there. The one that I need to turn. Let me see if we can catch it on the microscope to show you which one I need to adjust. So where are you? You are far, far away, yeah? We bring it a bit more in this side. See, that guy I need to adjust. That one there. With that one, adjusting the bias to 10 millivolt, and with the other one on the other side, which I solder it on the other live stream, we are adjusting the DC offset on the speakers to don't have a DC voltage. So let me double check again. It's not touching underneath. This one doesn't touch nothing. Those wires not touching. This cable, I'm okay with it. I'm plugging in. Turn on. And let's wait for 60 seconds again. I'm gonna read the chat a bit. So Undergrow, salut, bună seara. Physical specialist, good evening. So I'm carrying on what I left from my other, when it was 2 days ago stream, where I said that the factory didn't build up this amplifier with the possibility to adjust the DC offset to don't be any DC voltage present on the speakers. So my theory works. Now I need to do the calibrations. Bună seara, Stefan. I need to do the calibrations, then measure those resistance, the variable resistance, which I use it to understand the right value of the resistor that I need to put in. I'm gonna look to find those resistors because resistors I have plenty around here. Install them, put them back on the case, attach the microscope and the spectrum analyzer and run some measurements. If you want to understand what I did so far, when you have time, you go to the other live stream, which it was 2 days ago, and you can watch there. So I think now 60 seconds are past. First that I'm here, I'm gonna turn a bit down that trim pot over here to lower the bias. Too low now. So watch this multimeter, because with this one I am adjusting this one. So it needs to be close to 10 millivolts. So we are 9. Let's put like 9.8. That's too much. Too much. 9. Too much. 9.6. There. Come on, my screwdriver. Let's go down a bit. I need to adjust a bit. .4, 9.8 I saw there. We are almost there. You know, you need to be very gentle, because if you just move a little bit like a screw, see how it's jumping. So 9.8 is like the other one, looks okay. Now let me adjust this one to bring it to 0, this one here. So watch this one when I am turning this one over here, because I have one underneath. You will not see it, but I have another one underneath that I'm adjusting that one to 0. It's too much. Yeah. Too much again. 1.1 millivolt is fine. I will not struggle more. See, this one drop a bit, so I need now to increase this one also a little. Yeah, and you need to have like surgical hands. You know, when the doctor they are doing operations, like that precise you need to be with your hands here. A little bit adjustment on the other one. And I can say that I'm happy with that one. I have 1 millivolt on the speaker here, which is okay. And I have almost 10 millivolts over here. Calibration done. So switch off, unplug, and let me turn it on the other side. I think I need to turn it all the way on the other side. Yeah. Okay. So now I can take off these wires because we don't need them anymore. The calibration is done. Right. Now what I need to do is to measure the value of this one, find the resistor, put it in, then measure this one, put the resistor in. I will not take them out, both of them, because then maybe I can forget where the value going where. So we don't need even this multimeter anymore. Just need to try to read there the value. So let me see if it's reading okay on the circuit, or otherwise I'm gonna desolder it and measure it separately and look for that resistor. I have plenty resistors over here, so I don't need to say, oh, I need to order to wait for it. No, I have them here. Okay, so let me put on ohms. Let's see if we're gonna get the same measurements in and out. So in we are measuring, wait a second because it's charging one capacitor. So I was wrong, it's less than 47, it's 45. Gonna be hard to find exactly this precise value, actually still growing. But I say, this is not the precise measurement, I'm gonna do it out of here. So it was 46 point something, right? I'm gonna measure it out from the circuit. Let me make sure that I'm not touching the white part, because the white part is the spinny part. And I don't want to spin it, because then I'm gonna, all the calibration which I've done so far, I'll not have the right measurement. Right. So now let's measure that guy. Let's measure that guy between these two wires. And look for a resistor. See? It's 48.8. Okay, 48.8. So first I will gonna look on eBay to have a look if I have that resistor. So let's have a look on eBay if I have that resistor. That I know which box to go. So we need something around 50k, so 48, right? 150, two in parallel. No, 10k, 6.8, 120, 10 ohms, 680 kilo ohms, 200, 22 ohm, 100k. Hold on a second, I can put two 100k on parallel, so I might can do also that one. Well, let me see if I have 47 here, and maybe the tolerance one, it will gonna bring me to 48. Ooh, so far only with two the 100k I can put them on parallel and get almost to 50. So maybe I can get a 48 for the tolerance. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have them over here. Now let me now go to bring my box with the resistors. So it's gonna be a little bit boring looking at me how I'm trying to find that resistance, because I have a box with lots of resistance. So let me find them. Right, that's my box with resistors, guys. Hope I'm gonna find it here, the 100K, and I can put two in parallel. Let me have a look quick how they was looking, like the color of the resistors to know. All right, okay, all right. Should be some small ones. Should be some small ones. The 100K in this box. This one no. This one no. Where are you, 100K? What's this? Okay, so I'm not in this box. I need to bring the other box. I think I need to bring the other box, because are not on here. I can't see them over here. It'll be the other box, because I have another box. Here are the 5 watts one. I hope you don't get bored looking at me finding my resistors. Let me get the other box, because it's not interesting thinking. Not on this one. Should be in the other box. I have another box. I think it's in this one. Let me have a look on the chat, what people say. Sorry, I have lots of resistors, so when I need one, it's hard to find the one that I need. And I think I found them already. I think I found them already. So, are those guys. Brown, black, yellow. Yes, those one are. Okay, so let's keep this one here. On this one aside. And my good box is back. And we go from there. Sorry, I'm not drinking beer tonight because taking some tablets, I catch a bit of cold or flu. So our 100k resistors. And you're gonna ask yourself, you need a 58k. Why you are going with 100k? So measure again to make sure which value we need. Exactly. Yeah, 49. Exactly. Gold to her underground. Glad you like them. Ah, you are talking about some helping hands? All right. Okay. So these are our 100k resistors. So we can measure them. So 99.50. So you can see there. This one. 100. And now we're gonna have something close to our resistor that we need there. Right? Have a look, the magic of the resistors. They were 100 and now we are 49. Only that one was 49.1. We're gonna give us just maybe 5 millivolts like that on the DC offset, but it is what it is. Because we have like almost 1k more. You can see there. 49.9. They commanded me to use something like a flat baking tray and then having a silicone mount on the top. Ah, you are keep talking about that one. All right, so let's find a better pair. So I have plenty, so I can stick out from here lots of them. So until I find the right pairs. So we need to find the tolerance, which is below 99. This one is 99. Here I had another 99. Let's do like that. So measure one by one. And we keep the one below in a side. And we pair those ones. So this is 99. This is 99. It's 99.1, so this one is better, it's more low. This one was 100, right? So we're putting out. So yeah, this is too high. That 99.1 is a good one. This is 99.6. If I can find another 99.1, we sort out this channel. 99.2. How I can go? I'm gonna put it there. Let me try to measure another ones. Measure another ones until I get one below 99. This is 100, so it's too high for me. I think it's gonna be good on the other side, I'm pretty sure. 99.8, still high. Let me measure another two. If not, I'm gonna pair those two and we put those one. 5 millivolts on the output is fine. That's the closer one that I can go. Because I look inside, I don't have space to put this trim pot, so that's the unique way that I can do to measure the resistance and put a fixed one. Yeah. So I'm gonna use these two together. I use these two together. Right, let's measure them now. And if I have 49, yeah, 49.5, close enough. Because otherwise I'm gonna stay all night here just measuring resistance. Okay, so I'm going with these two in this channel. So then my toothpick over here, and make the hole back there. And there. Then I need to make this resistor like to be just only one. And to do that job, I need to do like that. Twist them these two. Give a solder over there. And then put them in. Let's solder there. Right. Let me solder also the other. And they stay there. Right. Now, need to chop. Where's my chopper? This one. I'm learning a lot about amplifier, Tony. This is way too advanced for me. Too. Okay, so I just ask you, but no one answer. I say, look, we have 100K resistors, and I'm looking for a 49K resistor. So why am I looking on 100 if I need a 49? And look the magic. This one alone, so all of them are 100, right? So alone, We have 100K over there, 99.8. But when I put 2, have a look there. When I put 2, it's just 49. See the magic of the resistors. You put more, and the resistance disappear. You need the 49. Yeah, look. From 100, I made 49. Look, this is 100. And this one are two 100. And it's giving me 49. Good evening, PCCD repair. So let me just put this resistor in, because we got our 49. If I can see now the holes over there, it's gonna be a nightmare. So it's all about there. It's all about there. Look. It's really tight there underneath. Look! So all of them are 100 because come from this long rail of 100K resistors. All of them are 100 resistor, right? And look, I'm gonna measure more of them. See, all of them are 100, okay? Look. 100. Have a look there. 100. You can read it correctly. This one. 100. 100. And when you put this one or two together, when you put two together, have a look what happened. 49. That's the magic what the resistor do. All right. So I need to see myself how I'm gonna put this one there. So I might need to cut few of these zip ties and then I can add back, because I need to make space for me to go down to the holes over there. Go down to the holes now. I need to get the wires away from here. And if I am here, I can take off the transformer because I don't like this cable come from up, goes at the top, goes in the up again. So I can also that one adjust it. So we don't need those ones now. We're gonna need them later, so I can take them out from here. Let me just adjust this cable because honestly I don't like at all how it's going from the bottom, coming on the top, and then again on the bottom. Maybe I can fit this one there. Fit this one there. Having free. Look, now it's free. That's better. This one is free. That one is free. I need these wires to get them out from the way. So to get them out from the way, much easy. Put the transformer there. Because the holes for my resistor are just under this resistor. See, we have one resistor over here. And my holes is there and there, next to this capacitor. So let's see if I can fit it in. So at the end, someone understand how two resistor 1K put them together become 49? No one tell me yet. No one tell me yet there. Hi guys. Any one of you knows? Sorry if my head is in the middle, but I have really hard way to put that resistor in, and is in. I can confirm is in. Okay, is in, doesn't touch nothing, so I can put these wires down and put the transformer down, and I can solder in place. Okay, so I have the resistor over there. We just bend a bit the legs. I can solder. Right. I'm asking again. I put two resistors together of 100K and now measure only 49. Is due to the current having double the path to flow, so half the resistance. Okay, but when you put two resistors in parallel, we're gonna divide the resistance by 2. When you put 3, we're gonna divide by resistance by 3, and so on. But putting in parallel, you increase the wattage of the resistor. So this resistor is 0.25 watt. When I put two together like that in parallel, I reduce the resistance to half, but I increase the wattage of the resistance to 2. So it's going to be 0.5 watt, but only 50K. When you put in series, because then you can put them in series like that, and you measure from here to here, you're going to have 1K, but the wattage stays the same, so you will not increase the wattage. Only when you put in parallel resistance, you increase the wattage. So I just have in my hand a chopper. So that channel is done. We're gonna clean at the end everything. So now let me take out this one and measure also this one to see what's the value of this one now. So the value of that guy now is 68. Here I cannot play anymore with my 100K resistors. Here I can play with 120K, no? Let me measure again. It's exactly 60. No, 68. 68. 68. 68K. It's hard to have that value, and it's hard also to build up. Okay, let me get the box with some loose resistors, because I have a box with loose resistors. Let me see what I find over there to make a 68 resistor. Right. $68. That's a bit hard to manage. It's not easy to manage. Let me see if I have here. I need to find. I had a bug with the resistance. But before that one, let me also have a quick look on my little boy, guys. Yeah, he's sleeping like an angel. He's sleeping like an angel. Okay, I have some loose resistors over here. So what I have around here, that I can do this 68K. What are these? 39. 39 plus 39 is give me 78. It's too high. It's too high. This one what you are? Only if I measure I understand, because these 4 bars, it's hard for me to be precise on them. 3, the one with the 4 lines, I'm okay. The one with 5, I'm struggling a bit to understand them. We have a 32. We have a 33, I believe. That one is a 33K. Or it's 3.3. It's 2.2. If I might have 33K in series with 39, I can get to 68, right? So that's what I need to find, the 33K to put in series with 39. That might be a good option. Oh, I have a 47. 47 plus 20. It's giving me somewhere there. 47 plus 20. We are somewhere there. This is 470. I find the 47. This is a 47. I need a 33, a 20. I find over here a 20. Hard to find them. Hard to find them. That's the problem. When the components they get old, that's the problem on them. They get old, they increase in tolerance, they are not in the same volume. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, because maybe these ones there is space to put in there. But only if I find a 100K over here. 502, 204, 200K. I might go 200 and adjust it. 504. Because I don't know where I can find now. I still have a bug with resistors. Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep these resistors aside. And I need to find the other bug of resistors, so Hope you don't mind, guys. But it is what it is. I need to do like that. There is no other option to do this job. I need to play with the resistance until I find the right one. Oh, so where I have that bug of resistance now? It's up here, it's down there. What we have here? Parallel. Too high. Right. I need to go. I have some boxes underneath down. I need to check on those boxes my resistance. Just a second, guys. I hope you don't mind. 220k and 100k. 220k and 100k. We're gonna give me close to 68. 100k is here, but I need to find the 220k. I think was there, I saw it. Let me try. I think I saw it at 220k. I think I saw it at 220k over here. I think I saw it. Ah, look it here. 220k is there. This one. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try. One guy this with this. One of this with one of this. Okay, let's measure these two. 68.1. This one was 68 or 69. Wow, we got it. We got it. We got it. Thank you. Who is that one? Physics specialist. Thank you. Is that one? Yes. Then we can then move to measurements. We got it. We got it. Boom. We have it. We have it. So then we can move to measurements to make sure the amplifiers sound how should. No, my mouse. Hold down. Okay, so let's make the holes over here. Okay. Let's try to fit the resistor down there. Let me right. I usually same under cables. Cannot be the job much easy, man. Cannot be much easy to don't be under those cables around there. I need to feed this resistor. So this is the resistor that needs to stay on this position like that. Needs to go in like that, not flat. And let's see how we have more space. So I think I have more space in here. Goes down. Is that one? No, it's 516, right? 516, yeah. So this resistor move a bit. I can feed this one down. Put down there. It is in. Now we can solder. Now we can solder it. Okay. Now that we finished with soldering, I can give a clean. That one was there. This one was here. Let's run the wire how we was running before. This wire was running from there, like that. And now there's no more adjustment to do. We can just measure again to make sure that, as I'm expecting around 5 millivolts DC offset now, because with the fixed resistor it is what it is, but at least it's not 100 millivolts when how it was before. You remember when I properly fix it from the beginning, before coming with the second part on this amplifier video, I said that the factory made it like that, I can't do nothing. But then I say, for sure we can do something, and we done it now. But now I say, because it's a fixed resistor, we are expecting now to see something there like 5 millivolts, something like that. Stay there. Okay. This wire. Let's connect my dummy load again. So, say I'm using the red for the positive side of the speaker. So that one can go there. This one to ground. This one same to ground. And the other red to the other channel speaker over there. And now let's put these probes. I'm gonna go in a minute in the chat, guys. Let me connect everything, turn it on to see what the multimeter will gonna tell us. Because I say I'm expecting, if I stay under in the range of 10 millivolts, it's more than enough. So before used to have one channel 30 millivolts and the other channel 140 millivolts, something like that. But if now I'm staying under the 10 millivolts with both channels, it will gonna goes like that in the box. So connect it here. Let's move to voltage, actually millivolts. Right, where are you, multimeter here? So DC voltage, auto range, 500 millivolts. Let me plug. Okay. Make sure not touching wires around there. Okay, turn on. Relay clicked, so let it stabilize by itself, because it says that need like 60 seconds. See, it's going down. It's going down. It's going more down, so let it get warm. See, it stabilizes slowly, so let's wait 60 seconds, because that's what the papers say also. Hey, Visha! How are you? Yeah, how am I supposed to know that your YouTube is physical specialist, not visual? See, it's going down. If you leave it there, it's going down. So that's one channel. Right, let's see the other channel. What is doing the other channel also? Here and here. That one also, I say, if it's staying 10 millivolts, it's fine. It is what it is. If there is no space where to put it's very tight inside, there is no space to put a trim pot, and not just with the trim pot. I say, if we're staying in the range of 10 millivolts, it's good. See, this one actually go more, it's 6 millivolts, actually almost zero. So we are very fine with this one, actually. With the other channel, stabilized a bit. Oh, also that one goes almost to zero, 3 millivolts. I'm gonna say that it's more than perfect. Now we need to put them in the case and move to measurements, right? That's the next step that we need to do. Yeah, so voltages now are correct. So let me switch it off. And now we're gonna set up for measurements. Only let me just put my resistance from here back on the place. And we are going to run measurements, the fun part. The fun part. The fun part. We're gonna begin in just a few minutes. Okay, just let me get whatever I don't need anymore in the table. Papa. So we need to set up my oscilloscope, my function generator. But first I'm gonna mount it inside the case because we can run the test already inside the test. We don't need to do nothing anymore to it because all the measurements are good. So it can go in the case, and that is everything clean on the table for measurements. Right, now I need to find that bag where I put all the bits and bobs, screws and stuff like that. Oh la. I remember where I put them. Here I have the knobs. Oh, where are the screws now? Okay. Guys, seconds to find the screws, the bag with the screws, because I remember I put it up here somewhere. I think I found it. Yes, I found the bag with all the bits and bobs. A micro amplifier, bro. I mean, for the year it was made, it's impressive. Also, at the time they used SMD components, way ahead of its time. Yeah, in 80s. I was surprised when I saw those SMDs inside as well. Anyway, then if you want to do a recap on it, because you know the capacitor are quite old, but you see if it's if it's worth on the value to go to spend the money on the capacitors. But I say usually all the audio amplifier to run smoothly again, once a 50 years, put fresh capacitors in, because you know that electrolyte inside is like oil. They get dry and they are not working anymore how should. I say that one I'm pretty sure you can do also the job at home. You have it working perfectly, nothing to see if it's worth to go and spend money on capacitors. But then I think again you need to play with those two resistors that I played, because once you put fresh capacitor in, again things are changing. Voltage, current, how it's running, everything is changing. So now the value, it's according with what components are here. We only believe it's fixed when we heard the crab rave. If we're gonna have time, maybe we're gonna set up those microphones with that they don't have noise cancellation, that you can hear straight away whatever noise the amplifier do. I need just to connect. Alright, come on. Just need to connect this one and the two microphones, that they are not capacitive, are voice calls. So that's why it's better to use the voice calls for testing the sound. So I need to use this one connected to my PC, and here two voice call microphones, not the capacitive ones. But we're gonna see if we have time. Let's put it back in the case. And run first the measurements to make sure the measurements are correctly. And then we can go with the other things. Alright, so this should go in. It should go in like that. This one. This one needs to go there. Alright, Get the bits and bobs over there. One. Two. And three, because the fourth one, as I say, it's come with me only with three, missing the fourth one. Okay, so if that one is there, this one is on the right place. Let's connect this ground wire to the ground connection. My self-locking tweezers. All right. Next, what is next? Next is to solder here the speaker wire. Because I can still move this one a bit out from there. This offset is temperature dependent, so you will have to measure again after a good 10-20 minutes. But the book, it says after 60 seconds to do all the measurements, right? So I calibrated according with the book. The book, it says leave it 60 seconds to warm up and then start doing the calibration and measurements. So if we need now here to stay, well, I'm gonna finish this stream maybe tomorrow in afternoon. No. I might have a doubt that this one they were opposite. We're gonna see when we're gonna control the balance. But I have something that white was in the other side. That's not too much big problem. Can be swapped it easy, that one back according with the balance. Okay, so this wire, they need to go between those. Need to undo this one now. Because we need to lift this one. I need to insert these guys down there. Okay, to put it back now. Okay, to put this one on the top. What is that yellow thing? Yellow thing, which one? Yellow thing, which one yellow thing? On my table I don't see nothing yellow. Only a wire over here. That wire you are meaning? Should they split 20 volts RMS into 8 ohm? That's what the book say. We're gonna see now if it's still in good shape of power. Old man, 50 years old. Right, I remember how they were. I remember was one like this one in that corner. Right. Then I remember that we had over here the two guys, these black screws, and this over here. Right. Those two are good. And then there's this bar over there with another two black screws. One of this one and this one. Oi, why no one told me that I forgot to come with the power cable underneath there? Underneath, goes underneath, come between them, and end up there. Why no one told me about that? No, the tubes are already there. Screws are already there. Everything is in the right place. Now this cable needs to sit down there like that, so with these ones, yeah, these two black ones. Two black ones there. Okay. The other ones, all of them on the bottom side. We go on the bottom side. We need first to clamp this LED over there. Yeah. Thin. This one needs to slide in over there. Right. Now, we have here the big ones, which at least I have a problem on one on this side. You can see the hole now. Sorry guys for not talking too much, but here I need to make sure I managed to get this. Yes, went in his place. That's in. This one. These white ones. Silver, sorry. There's silver there. Here was the black. No, it was opposite, all the way around. Black was here. Yeah. And this silver was in here. And we are ready to test. Okay, let's put the knobs. Volume. Treble. And bass. Okay, let me see the chat. No problem, man. No, do your things. The yellow round thing that you cover, that is the toroidal transformer. Only that is as resin to reduce the the magnetic field, like that the wires are tight and nothing is moving there to create more magnetic field around that can induct harm on the amplifier. So that was the toroidal transformer. Okay, so two things I need to set up over here. So let me try to bring them on my display. Where are you? Here. So we start with this one. We start with this one to have some measurements over here. And I need my this one I need. What else I need? What else I need? I need the dummy load over there. So I might zoom a bit out like that you can see more things on my table. Right. So that's our dummy load which acts as a speaker because they have 8 ohms. And now I can undo this one from here because I can plug them straight away here. One am I missing the cover? I need to check all the banana plugs and change the banana plug to one of that because it's got missing the plastic. So this one they're gonna be positives. 1 and 2.
You're awesome!
Oh, Rossi Ross. Thank you so much for that. All right. I think I'm missing here. No, it's there. Only that the cover is missing. So Need to go to see in which box I have, but for tonight it's okay. I'm gonna fix it in another day. Got missed the. So this one is with this channel over here. And this is the other channel over there. Right. Then we need to attach my probes. I just put new probes now. I don't know if are properly, but on AC they should work okay. So times 10 times 10. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one to one probe. There. This one to the second probe. Where are you? Here. Right. And connect the ground. So this one is with this one. And this one is with this one. Maybe you can stay straight like that there. So we have that one connected. Now I need to run a input signal. So let me find my cable for input signal. Ideally should be a short one, but I don't have right now. I need to see where is my short one. Going to use this one. I really don't know where is my short one. When I move everything from the other room in this room, lots of things they go to the other direction. I'm not sure where. So I'm going with this cable. So we are running to aux. Right. In aux over there. And now I need to find that one. Where I put it also. Ah, it's here. I found it. I found it. Found it. Because we're gonna inject exactly the same signal to see if the both of the channels they acting in the same way. So let me see where is the other probe over here for my signal generator. Right, let me turn it on. So we connect the signal generator to the input. So we have there the ground and our signal. So let's set up to 1 kilohertz over there. So frequency. So we should be in 1 kilohertz. Then we're gonna see what the amplitude. So I'm going to power on, turn on, relay click. Let's put the volume all the way up. Let's increase there the signal to 1 volt. And let me see in what I am here. So I'm in aux. Let's have a look what's happening over there. Something is doing dodgy. Oh, maybe I need to do an auto set. Let me do an auto set on my. It's going in clipping. Which signal I am putting? Let me measure first this signal over here. Because I'm thinking I'm putting a wrong signal on the input. Okay, where are my probes? This. This is one. Let's make sure it's 1 kilohertz there, because this one has million numbers over there. I prefer this one to use always, but I don't know where I put the power supply of this one. And let's increase the voltage. See, I'm putting signal, but nothing. Oh, because nothing was on there. Namaste. So now it's okay. So we're putting 1 kilohertz. Boom. So now I can connect back. Right. So this and ground are down. Signal, ground. I mean 1 volt over there. The channel is on. So we should pick up the signal. Let's now do an auto set. Right. So it's there in the clipping. Maybe need more voltage on the input, less voltage on the input. Let's reduce the input. We're gonna control the input. I can hear my resistor screaming. Let's put this one on middle, the filters. Now the signal is there. But it's clipping. So it's there before clipping. Let's put this one down, the filters. So without filters on, there is clipping, so we are there. Let's try to put more voltage on the input, because the input is just only 200 millivolts RMS. We are going to 800 millivolts RMS. Now looking good. We have it just balanced because it's not balanced. So now is the balance over there. So there is the clipping. Let me have a look quick on the manual. What's the input sensitivity of this guy? To understand which signal to put on the input, to understand if he's getting the power that they need. So it says how many millivolts on the input need. Just to inject the right voltage on the input, and then to see what it's doing. So So I say somewhere on 20 watts at 8 ohm, 1 kilohertz both channels, and it says on the tuner and aux only 150 millivolts. Really? So I'm putting too much. So let me just reduce to 150 millivolts. That's what it says there. You want only 150 millivolts on the input. So we are there, 150 millivolts. So let's see what it's doing now. Yes, I was overloading with the signal on the input. Oh my god, but it's very sensitive, this amplifier, Visha. Ah, only 150 millivolts on the input. Now let me just adjust the balance on the middle. Think you might need to change the balance spot. The balance spot is not okay. See? It's not on the middle that is putting the same voltage on the output. If I go this way, we have only one channel. So let's see this one when it's going in clipping. This one is going in clipping. It's all the way maximum and there is no clipping. Right. But yeah, I think I need to change the potentiometer. Something is wrong with this balance potentiometer. Look what it's doing. So I make the volume, right? So I go with the balance in one side. So this is cutting off the yellow channel and keep on only the red channel. But also here, look how they reduce the power. And as soon as I move a little, just a little, look how it's jumping to 15 volts RMS on the output. So pay attention there. Look, I just move it a little from the max place where I should have the maximum volume. So yeah, you need to change this potentiometer visual because it's acting weird. It's acting definitely weird. Then where it should be in the middle, you can see that one channel amplify more than the other channel. So one channel amplify 12 volts RMS and the other channel amplify only 9 volts RMS. Yeah, the balance has something wrong. If I go to the other side, so we're about on 9.2. As soon as I come from the edge, see it's jumping more. So I believe it's a problem with this potentiometer. See, somewhere here it says that the amplifiers are unbalanced and is all the way in that this point, which should be in the middle, it's all the way there. And here is reading like amplifier balanced. Okay? If I put the filters on, change the tonality of the sound. So the total power is like 13 volts RMS before clipping. But anyway, it's a bit weird, this potentiometer, the balance. So 13 volts RMS, right? That means is a power of, let's do a math. So 13 times 13 divide 8. Yeah, still is doing his power. 21 watts into 8. Still is doing the power. But I say it's a bit, or maybe need a clean. Maybe need a clean to the potentiometer. Rossi Ross is the best, yeah. So yeah, the potentiometer acting a bit weird, especially the balance one. Maybe need a clean with that solution that you are cleaning potentiometers. I don't know if you might clean it. I need a clean definitely because the signal should be clean when you go up on the volume. Okay, that the signal should come really nicely like that. There is the maximum amplifying. See, at 13 RMS. But now it's telling me that the balance is in the middle. But you can see there one channel amplify less, like one channel amplify only 10 volts and the other channel amplify 12. And see, I need to twist this pot. And here are like, it's all the way in that direction, the potentiometer, which should be in the middle. And here is, he balanced the amplifier, like both channels amplifying the same. And here, both of them, they go in the clipping in the same time. So you can see the flattening line is flattening in the same times, both of the channels. And the maximum power is 13 volts RMS. So yeah, it's working okay, but the potentiometer, I don't know. I'm gonna ask him if you want to change it or just need the clean. I really don't know. Now I'm going to do a 20 hertz signal. Let's see in 20 hertz signal how it's doing. Actually, it says that from 40 hertz this one work on the paper. I can try to inject 20 hertz to see 20 hertz what it's doing. So we are in 20 hertz. In 20 hertz. I think I need to turn on the low pass filter, yeah. The bass, I need to put in the bass, to kick in the bass. It's not 100, you can say 40 hertz, so let me put the 40 hertz. 40 hertz. I need to do an auto set. Just a second, guys, because we go down to the frequency, so I need to set the microscope to that frequency, oscilloscope. So here we go. This is our 20. So 20. No, this is 40. So if I go to 20, in 20 we amplify only up to 9 volts RMS, and then it's flattening. See, if I take off the filter, it's doing bad. because the filter is cut it off. So our base frequency 20 Hz is going to 11 RMS, and then 40 staying flat. But then here that you go more up, you need to start increasing the volume also from this side, from the highs. And you go up in frequency. Definitely this tone correction is colorating the sound. I'm pretty sure it's colorating the sound. Let me have a look a bit on my probes first of all. If my probes are correctly, so AC 10 times, AC 10 times, yeah. That's correct. Definitely. The frequency is not that much. Let's go back to 100 Hertz. Amplifier now is very warm because we are pushing it to the max limit. We are pushing it to the max limit. Oh, I think the potentiometer needs to change it. Also the volume is not acting how should be. Also the volume is not acting how should be. I think all the potentiometer needs, because it's double from the same axle. Is coming the balance and also the volume. Definitely needs to change the potentiometer. I'm gonna tell him if you want. The potentiometer is not acting how should. See, he's cutting off here, or maybe need a clean. There is Dexot, something like that is called, a solution that you can clean potentiometers. But definitely this potentiometer need change it. Okay, let me try to go to 500 kilohertz. 500 kilohertz. See? It's acting weird over there. We should not do like that. It's really acting weird over there. It should not do like that. Definitely something wrong with this pot. The power is there. Let me go to the maximum frequency, like 22K. See what it's doing in 22K. 22K. Okay. I really cannot adjust at all. This volume potentiometer just jumping. Doesn't do nothing, look. Doesn't increase nothing. And suddenly here, jumping to max in one shot. I need to address this potentiometer definitely. Need more amplitude on the input. Yeah, definitely something is wrong over here. Okay, let me switch a bit to the one that can measure the how I call it. This one spectrum analyzer. Let's see what's going on over there. I try to do a measurements over there. So is here Pico? Do Pico is here or no in the chat? Because I have something for him. I'm gonna show him now for Pico something. So let me close that one and open this one. The Pico is here on chat. Hi Ross. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. By the way, no stream tonight for me. Got a honeydew list that I am gonna knock out. Right. So where is Pico? Because I have something for him. I have something for Pico. Have a look there. You see, Pico is there. Pico. Let's see with this one which measurement we are getting. Look, it's here on the screen, Pico. Okay, let's try with this one to see what's going on over here. So we go to this one and we go here. We go to this one and we go here. Okay, channels are correctly connected. Turn on. Turn on also my and let's go the volume. See what's going on over here. So this one, where I do the auto here. I need to, because this is new for me, this new. So I need to understand where I do an auto set on this one. Auto setup, yeah, I find it. So let's auto setup over there. Definitely we have a problem with the other channel because of this one. Sure, because of the balance. Times 1 times 10 times 10. Let me adjust my probes over here. So let's put them on AC, invert off, and let's put them on probes times 10. Let's do the same also for A, probes times 10. Then auto set for both channels. Something wrong with one channel, with the blue one. The blue one has something wrong. Let me swap the channels over here. I take the channel from here and I put it in here. I take the channel from here and I put it in here. And if it's the amplifier problem, now we should be the blue acting normally and the red not acting normally. Yes, so we have a problem with one channel definitely. Or this potentiometer is not okay. Or definitely one channel is not acting how should. Yeah, definitely one channel is not acting how should. See, they should act in the same way, both of them. They should act both of them in the same way. But I can see only one is increasing, the blue one. Only one, the blue one is increasing. So let me see which one is that. So it's not this one. It's this one. So this channel working, this channel doesn't work. Doesn't work how should. See? One channel is working how should, and one channel is not working how should. Let me go to 1 kilohertz back. And let's see 1 kilohertz what is doing both of the channels. So maybe that high frequency will not handle something is not right, you know. Something definitely is not right. Because one is amplifying less than the other one. So if we go here, the frequency is correct. So where is the RMS measurement? It's only peak to peak. RMS is there. So why is not measuring? So one channel is doing different. So now I need to separate the amplifier from the preamplifier to understand where is this problem. So we're gonna have more videos on this one, guys, because it's not acting how should. One channel is like acting weird than the other channel. These waveforms, they should be both exactly the same because I'm injecting exactly the same signal in both channels. So I still need to investigate. Because definitely we have something wrong over there. And to investigate this one, we're gonna be nice, but not tonight because I need to separate the channels. I need to separate the preamplifier from the amplifier. So practically, if I go to schematic, look what I need to do. So I need to go to my schematic. Where is the schematic? So I need to go here to find these capacitors, the C501 and C502, take them off and inject the signal only here and see if here the signal is putting out on the speaker in the normal way. This means this section is okay, and then we might have a problem in this section on the preamplifier stage, because here you have the amplifier stage, and I now need to inject the signal separately. So I need to inject signal only in the final stage to see how what is acting final stage. If I find the same weird signal on the oscilloscope, so this means here is the problem. So I need to investigate one of these transistors is not working how should. But as I say, if I inject here the signal and my signal on the oscilloscope is correctly, then I need to investigate to inject signal over here and to measure the signals over here on these outputs and to figure out which one of these two I see might have a problem. Because definitely there is a problem. Is there our problem? Because it's acting weird. By the way, the resistors, both of them, they got hot. So yeah, that's what I have to do. And it's not a quick job that I can do it now. So I need to take more time on it. Yes, to be continued. Or the potentiometer, but the potentiometer is faulty totally because it's not acting how it should. So I have 150 millivolts on the input. I can measure here straight away with the oscilloscope. You can see it here. But I'm injecting exactly the voltage that the manual said. So I'm going to measure here. So let's see which one is. So let me get this one here and to see which one is how to set up. Definitely which one is? Let me increase more signal there. Let's put 1 volt and let's see which one is picking 1 volt now. I mean this one. Die. I'm here on it straight away on the output. Ah, because it's off. On. Let's see which one is picking up 1 volt RMS. Why? It's not on. Oh. Alright, let's do like that. There's no other option. So I need to connect both of them to pick up the both signals from this guy. This one correctly there put. Okay, so now I'm measuring straight away my. This is the signal that comes from my signal generator. So we can see is 1 kilohertz. But why you are not measuring what you need to measure? So what should I do here? So I do like that, and why is not measuring the peak-to-peak voltage? Action failure. Yeah, buffer fault. I might need to add again these ones for every single measurement I'm doing. Measurement, scope, and give me the RMS. So I might do like that, do like that, do like that. And now we're gonna add now. So let's add some measurements over here. So I add scope, and I want to measure the RMS. So we are in 300 millivolts RMS over there. Okay. Let's increase. Let's put it on 150. So there is 150, right? 150 RMS. So you can see there. We just bring this one more up. See, I can see clear there where I put my is 150 millivolts. So I'm gonna inject again this signal to my amplifier and try a last measurement. Let's see. Let's see how it will gonna run, because now I'm pretty sure that is 150 volts here. 150 millivolts. And if I go to measuring, okay, so let's connect this probe to this channel. There. Let's get the other probe to this channel. which is there. Now let's inject on exactly on the input signal. Okay, let's turn on again. Let's see. Right. Looking good so far. Only the one channel see amplify less, the one it's connected to the blue. See, the one that is connected to the blue definitely. Let's measure also for the blue. For the blue, let's add measurement, same, RMS. RMS. So definitely, here is measuring correctly, both of them RMS. Here, we are in clipping, so we don't want clipping. So we are measuring correctly. Only that one is bigger than other because it's the scale. So let's put both of them in the same scale. So now both of them are in the same scale of 20 volts, but RMS output looks the same, but why the signal is a bit higher? This is the balance, which I should go both of them here. And if I move the balance, acting like a volume, why? Why the balance is acting as a volume potentiometer? Something is weird. So see, that's what should work. So when you go in one side, needs to close one channel because you're gonna have sound only in one speaker. And when you go to other side, needs to do the other way. Only the red to cut it off, not also the blue. But see, it's bringing also the blue down. And when it's in the middle, they should be in the same level. No, not exactly the same. Exactly the same, I have them on the side over there. Here. So might be the potentiometer, or might be that I say I need to do that investigation what I show you on the schematic, that I need to separate the amplifier from the preamplifier and test separately blocks, because now I am injecting the signal through the preamplifier then passing to the amplifier. And if the problem is in the preamplifier, definitely it will gonna send me a bad signal to the amplifier, and the amplifier it will gonna take that signal and carry on to the speaker, only putting more current on the signal. That's how it's working the amplifier. And now to understand exactly, to localize where is that problem issue, as I show you on the schematic, I need to go there, here, take this capacitor out, inject signal over there, and see, if injecting signal here, I have good signal on the output, this means this section is okay. Then I need to inject signal in here and measure it here. And if here, when I measure the signal with the oscilloscope is weird, this means these two guys, they must have one of them problem. But it's not a job for a few minutes, so it's taking long. And I'm closing to the finish of this stream. Yeah, I was thinking it's done. I fixed something because before it was not okay to have voltage on the output, but apparently there is multiple issues. And I need to speak with him. I think he left the chat. I don't see him commenting anymore. Maybe he fall asleep already. Someone already say cheers to me. Undergrow. Okay. And Simul, I think Rosie had a message for you above green. Yeah, I say already. Thank you so much. You was not here. I say it already. Thank you so much, Rosie Rose. Being a member. I say it already. I think James, that is here from the beginning, he can confirm that I say thank you so much, Rosie Rose. So yeah, we have multiple issues here, man. I was thinking that it's done. At first I'm gonna speak with him because it's more work to do, so more time to lose. I don't know if he want to spend that money on this little boy. This little boy. I can hook up a speaker to see what I can hear on the speakers. Can play a sound. So yeah, let's do a quick test on speakers because I say on the oscilloscope, no good measurements. Those ones they don't look good measurements for an amplifier. They don't look good. They don't look good. So what I touched there? I touched there. I think I lost my. No, the power supply is still there. Okay, I can hide this one because we are not using that one anymore. Let's say measurements are not okay. The oscilloscope doesn't lie. The oscilloscope is not lying to us, you know. So clear is something wrong there. But to understand that wrongness, it's a bit long way to do it. Because I say I need to separate the preamplifier from the amplifier and inject the signal separately blocks and to see where the signal is weird. Because now I'm injecting from the beginning to the output, so I can't confirm until I'm not measuring block by block. But I can attach a speaker, I can play a non-copyrighted song, definitely, and see how it sounds. Yeah, let me connect two speakers and give a little sound, not too much loud because it's 10:30. It's 10:30 and we don't want to wake up my little boy. Actually, let me go quick to have a look on it. Oh, still sleeping, only that he was in a weird position. I needed to adjust his body on the bed. Yeah, let's give a quick sound, but not the proper sound test for you guys, because for you I need to set up the microphones how I mentioned before. Just you can hear like that with the noise cancellation. It might sound weird to you, but when it's gonna be finished, I'm gonna set up the right microphones, the one for recording straight away with the voice calls, and we're gonna see what those ones. I say I don't like at all my measurements. It's not an amplifier. It's really weird. Really weirdo. Totally weirdo. For me, it's not okay. It's a weird signal, that one. You will make a good video. Yeah, something wrong. It's something weird. You are still here. I was thinking you left. I don't see you any comment. Measurements are not good at all, man. I don't like them at all. I don't know what's something wrong. I want to see how it sounds. So I have here a Samsung mobile with the non-copyrighted song from the audio library from YouTube. Let's go with the volume down. Where it is, my files over here. Oh, how I get... Man, I don't know how to get them back to my files over here. Forget how to use this old Samsung, man. Ah, apps here. My files. Audio. And I have a song downloaded from audio library from YouTube. Turn on that one. Play that song. Yeah, we have some bad noise on the potentiometer. Definitely this channel is a bit louder. So to bring them on balance, yeah. The potentiometer acting weird. The sound doesn't sound bad, only that I say might be the balance potentiometer something wrong, because I say if it's centered, one channel is sounding a bit louder, and somewhere there not like sound equal. Need a clean on the potentiometer. They are making a bit of noise. So the working is working, not any problem. Only that the measurements are not how I'm expecting from an amplifier of measurements on oscilloscope. So definitely need a bit of more investigation, more digging. And I need to understand if it's the potentiometer that has problem. I don't know if what is the value of this amplifier to put money in. I don't know. It's not up to me. Like I say, I can investigate to understand what's wrong. I can test separate the blocks, preamplifier and amplifier, and we can start from there. Like I say, it's not a job of 1 minute or 2 minutes. And it's about my time to close this stream because I need to clear a bit here. My wife, she's coming home. We're gonna have a little bit together and then we go sleep. Hello everyone, 8:30. I'm from Australia. Good morning in this case to you. You come like late. I'm about to close because there is more issues. Measurements, I don't like them at all. It's really weird measurements on the oscilloscope. I even don't try to do now a spectrum analyzer because there's no point. Until I'm not getting oscilloscope measurements good, there's no point to go further on the spectrum analyzer to see if there is distortion, if there is second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic. There's no point. No, sound okay. There is no like to heard like hum or noise on the sound. Sound is clear, but it's not acting both channel how they should. And then I don't like at all how is acting the balance potentiometer, so I need to investigate. Is the potentiometer that is gone? Maybe, sometimes where the wiper go on the pot, maybe at the ends where it needs properly to make the contact with the pins where you need to solder, sometimes there is maybe gone forever and just barely make contact. Or maybe and when you move the wiper from there, you can still read the wiper, but only wiper with one end, and you don't read anymore with the other end. So that's why can I act like that? So I need to measure. I didn't get there. I just say what was job to find it to make it turn it on because it was not turning on. So I managed to do that one on my first video. Then I told to Bishel, look, you need to get the proper resistor because that is a resistor, fusible resistor. And with this occasion, if I need still to open again, I'm gonna adjust the DC offset. And now we adjusted the DC offset. It's close to 0. But on measurements, it's failed. So I'm gonna speak in private with Vishal to ask him what's his plan, because you need to know also if it's worth to put more money in this. On the Krell, yeah, it's worth because the Krell has a value like a second-hand one of almost 4 grams. So in that one, yeah, there is a value on the Krell, but I don't know on this one. I saw on eBay, I think I saw something with 180 pounds. So it's not that expensive. So I don't know. The sound okay. So no here. So maybe a bit of TLC on this potentiometer because when you move them, you can hear that there is dust over there. But measurements, I need to understand who is doing that weird, the preamplifier or the amplifier. But it's another episode and another job. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you understand a bit more things on audio, not only in digital things like consoles and this stuff. Because here is more analog things that going on, not the digitals. And also here we have oscilloscope measurements, which they don't lie and telling you how actually perform. So let me unplug it. So we're gonna be more dig again. undo the screws, screw them back, and test separate. The preamplifier separate and amplifier separate. Maybe the potentiometer needs a clean. Maybe the potentiometer, we need to change it, man, because I think sometimes the potentiometer do this weird on oscilloscope, because I say you have the 3 pins, the middle is the wiper, and for the balance, you must to have all 3 in the contact. So if you wiper, you are contacting, and let's see, maybe at the end over here is broken, the contact with the resistance properly. So the wiper still do a balance only for one channel, and the other channel act weird. So that's why I need to measure the potentiometer first to understand. So my timing for with stream is only in the evening when I'm at home, because in the morning I'm at work. I have full-time job that I wake up every day 5 a.m., prepare myself, 6 a.m. going out from the house, do my job in my workplace, and then coming back home at around 4:30, like that. I reach back home p.m. And then my wife, she's going around 5:40 to do her 4 hours job or as a receptionist in the hotel. And then she need to come now around 11 o'clock, because it's almost 11 o'clock. And my timing is only those one, because I need in the evening to feed my little boy, to make him sleep. And my wife now, she told me, you have a punish. You do your things only when you are sure that the little boy sleep, because not before. Yeah, yesterday he sleep again very late, maybe like 9:45 or 10 o'clock, something like that. He fall asleep yesterday. Before yesterday, he fall asleep 1 a.m. My wife, she come home and she was so upset because she was tired and she wanted to go sleep, and she couldn't sleep because he was not sleeping. No, my day job, I'm doing. We are producing these gadgets for rowers. I just post a short on my video. If you in my YouTube channel, if you see the short, I'm building those gadgets. So same, I'm working with electronics, put together display. So in work, I'm doing digital world. At home, I'm doing analogic world. Yeah, I'm putting together gadgets for rowers. You know, these cox orbs, you know, these active speed meters, active rates, rate meters for the rowers, for the Olympics. So I'm producing them, I'm mounting them, I'm soldering them, I'm everything. And then at the end, I need to do also water tests to make sure that they are water resistant, water doesn't go in, because they are gadgets that they are using on the rowing boats. So imagine, they must be waterproof 100%, because you have electronics, and electronics with water, they don't go well. But sorry that you come so late, because I already posted that around 8 o'clock I'm gonna start my stream. Actually, I started a bit early, like 7:45, something like that, because my little boy, actually, he fall asleep a bit early. But then, let's say, failed the test of, so the test of bias and DC offset passed, and then it failed on the oscilloscope test. I don't like it, so I need more investigation. Sound okay. So about sound, I heard that is okay. So the voltage is there, the current is there on the speaker, so it's not a sound bad that you feel sometimes. You understand how the amplifier sound, what is missing from that sound, voltage or current. So both of them are present, but I don't like how they act, potentiometers, and I need to investigate more. So another day, another adventure. So who is here? I'm gonna say, you're back. Also, you'll have to fix, but I need the time to close because there is more to investigate and there is no more time now. I think it's more than to get to that, to find the capacitor, to inject only to that one. So time to open again the amplifier is taking, let's see, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to open again until to the motherboard. Then localized where are these two capacitors to disconnecting from the preamplifier, inject the signal there, test only the amplifier section. If the amplifier section measure okay on this oscilloscope, then you definitely the problem is in the preamplifier because, but can be I disconnect the preamplifier from the potentiometer, and if the measurements are correctly, nicely, so then as what I am also thinking that the potentiometer that may so old that think is a carbon powder there where the wiper go to a potentiometer, you know, when it's that round thing that the potentiometer wipe on it. So I think it's kind of carbonized powder, or you know, I think in one of the ends, I believe, because there is acting really very weird. I noticed the potentiometer at the one very end. I think the carbon properly disconnected from the pin, and especially on the balance potentiometer, you must to have all three connected. Less in volume. If you don't have ground, you cannot put the volume in properly in low, totally like ground signal, and doesn't problem. But on the balance, because you have the wiper, that is the ground, and you balance the ground between the signals to adjust the resistance in order to give you the middle point to hurt the same volume in two speakers. So yeah, it's a bit more in the investigating on this one, and there is no time now more. Yeah, the Krell, it's all like sorted out. I like how the amplifier measure and how they sound. But I say we need to sort out the power supply because 10 volts balance between positive and negative is too much. If it was like 1 volt or 2 volts, it's fine. But 10 volts, that's not good at all. Speak tomorrow, bro. Have a good night. All right. And also, I'm gonna say to everyone, have a good night and see you on my next stream. Bye bye to everyone. So 3, 2, 1. I'm ending.